amenable to being saying, hey, look, if you're Joe Mazzulla, like we're going to do our best job on Luka and Kyrie, but we're not gonna trap them on ball screens. We're going to play them one-on-one. They score 35 each, that's fine, but we're not going to let Daniel Gaffer, Derek Lively, Derek Jones Jr., and PJ Washington score any points. And we feel like our depth is the reason we're going to be able to beat them and that kind of thing. Like, because that's a strategy people try to do with Jokic, is like let him score a lot of
Right.
points and eliminate the ability for others to get going. Do you think that's a strategy they should employ, or do you think that they should trap ball screens with those guys, get the ball out of their hands, and that kind of thing? I don't know what you're thinking about, because I think that's an important thing to think about as we go into the series.
Yeah, 100%. I think the tough part for me is that we we did employed the strategy you said where we just kind of like let them score against Steph a few years ago. And Steph dominated us and they won the series, obviously. We kind of, we were dropping on ball screens against Steph Curry, which is just I don't know. Wasn't a fan of that tactic back then. Still not a fan of it now. But obviously it's a new coach since then, it's a new system. And Ime is a great coach as well, and we've lost to some players from that old team. But to your question about do I think we should get the ball out of the Stars' hands? I think we're going to have to let one of them beat us. I don't think there's a way that you can take both Luka and Kyrie out of the game. That's what makes them so dangerous. Um, I think you just got to see if one of them is not playing as well as the other and try to target the one who's playing better. Um, a lot of the times that'll probably be Luka or Kyrie at the end of the game, but I think you just got to do your best to eliminate one and hope the other doesn't kill you. It's tough because it's, like I said, like they're two of probably the top like 15, 20 players in the NBA. Luka probably in the top like five. I wouldn't put like it's tough because Kyrie in crunch time is probably also like in that top 5, 10 convo, but he's
Oh yeah.
just um they're both elite players, elite offensive players, elite, creators for the rest of their team, and you're just not going to like fully slow them down ever. But I think you got to do think you got to trap them off ball screens occasionally, at least throw different looks at them, keep them on their toes. But if Luka's hitting shots like he was in the first quarter the other night, it's going to be a long series, and we just got to make sure we get him as uncomfortable as possible. And just keep mixing up the looks. Like sometimes we should probably just play them one on one. Um, but I think at the end of the game, especially when they slow the game down, I think we got to throw some looks at them to make someone besides Luke and Kyrie beat us.